I am taking my morning run on an active runway.
Today we are flying to the least visited country on Earth, where the airport occupies half of the land. We meet the country's Prime Minister and cross the country in record time. So please join me on another aviation adventure.
A huge shout out to the local police force here.
If you're new to the channel, my name is Josh Cahill, a multi-award winning aviation YouTuber with over 500 million views, and I love to hold airlines accountable for the promises they make. My favorite hobby? Featuring unique airlines from all over the world. I organized Afghanistan's first all-female flight, and I'm also proudly banned from Qatar Airways. Today we are flying to Tuvalu, a country that claims to be the least visited country on Earth and scheduled to disappear by 2050 due to rising sea levels, though more and more voices claim that the island is exploiting these statements to secure international fundings. However, our trip starts in Fiji, the only country offering flights to Tuvalu. Let's check in.
And this is it, boarding the ATR 72 of Fiji Airways to Funafuti, the capital of Tuvalu. And it used to be just one flight a week to Tuvalu because there was no demand at all. Now they have increased it to 2 flights a week, probably as a result of all the YouTubers making videos and in the rising popularity of the country. And perhaps the country will disappear because of the rising sea levels, so you don't have that much time left anymore to visit the country.
As of November 2025, Fiji Airways increased flights once more, and the airline added 3 additional flights from Suva to Tuvalu as well, which makes it almost a daily service. Now, let's get on board.
Hi, how are you?
Good, thank you.
And here we are, welcome on board Fiji Airways to Tuvalu. We then took off, and the flight time to Tuvalu is around 2.5 hours. The round trip set me back by $940, which makes it a rather expensive affair. But not many people get to visit the small island nation, and money spent on experiences is always money well spent. So I'm genuinely excited to see how this trip is going. Mid-flight, the crew was handing out little snack boxes, and I was slowly getting excited for the destination, especially after exploring all the other cool islands in the past couple of days. But a lot of YouTubers have covered Tuvalu before, and I bet the island is slowly getting tired of them. But I'm surely the first aviation YouTuber to visit Tuvalu, so our focus will be mainly on the plane's runway and operations. There I got my first glimpse of the tiny nation of Tuvalu. The country gained independence from Great Britain in 1978 and is home to only 9,000 people, making it the second least populated country on Earth after the Vatican. The airport was built by the US Army during World War II and was stationed to a couple of bomber squadrons. The runway pretty much occupies most of the country. They say Tuvalu only receives around 3,000 visitors a year according to the tourism ministry, making it the least visited country on Earth. However, I did the math for you. Fiji Airways offers 5 flights a week now, which equals 260 flights a year. The ATR plane can seat up to 68 passengers. So let's say the average load is around 55 travelers, which makes 14,300 visitors a year, debunking the country's claim, unless Fiji Airways admits to flying empty planes for most of the year. So yeah, it's not the least visited country on Earth anymore.
Hey, how are you? Here we are. Welcome to Tuvalu. Hi, how are you? Thank you very much. Hi, I think I'm staying with you guys. Philomena? Josh?
Hi Josh,
Yeah. How are you?
I'm good,
Are you good?
And you?
Very good.
Hi. This is Anna.
Hi, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Or Josh.
Yeah, I heard it's not that far anyways,
Yeah, it's
right?
just a 2 minutes walk.
2 minutes walk. Should I go with you? Yeah, absolutely. That was a very short walk. Fantastic. Thank you very much.
Behind the wall, there's a tradition that goes here. The whole of Tuvalu, not only in Funafuti, there is prayer time,
Yeah?
which is 15 minutes prayer time, 6:45 to 7 p.m.
All right.
6:45.
Uh-huh.
In case if you're out on the road, you don't move.
Okay.
But they'll ring the bell 3 times.
Yeah. If at 6:45 I'm outside somewhere, I have to stand for 15 minutes.
Yeah, or you just go fast and try and sit down, or can you or be fast to come back
Yeah.
to where you are.
Yeah,
Or
just
if
so
you're
I don't
close
upset.
to a Chinese shop or restaurant,
Yeah.
just be quick to go in.
Okay.
and stand around.
No worries. I will.
You'll see people
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah. I'm a good boy. I will. So here we are. Welcome to my little lodge here next to the airport. I can literally see the plane from the balcony. Yeah, this is my plane. It's very nice. Welcome. Everyone seems very friendly. And this is what, $120 Australian. And they only use cash here. You can't use your card. The guy at the airport told me they just introduced cash machines, but yeah, you can't pay by a card. You have to bring Australian dollars to pay for stuff. That's it. Nice and cute. So this is the restaurant of the lodge. This is where the plane is, the ATR of Fiji Airways, and right here is the runway. So as you can see, like motorbikes are still crossing the runway, and as soon as the plane starts to taxi, this is when they shut it down, plane takes off, and then you can use the runway for whatever purposes you want. People play football on there, volleyball. It becomes like the center of the island for social activities. And you can probably hear the siren. That means everyone vacate the runway. Runway is closed. And as you can see, there goes the plane. Back to Nadi. And you won't have a single flight until Monday. So a lot of you have been asking, Josh, how do you stay connected, whether it's here in Tuvalu or all the other countries that you travel to? Well, let me tell you about Air Arlo Discover Plus eSIM.
I use a digital eSIM from Air Arlo that saves me from high roaming costs and long lines at the airport. But more specifically, I use Air Arlo's new global eSIM, Discover Plus, which comes with 200 GB of data, 200 minutes of call time, and 200 text messages and coverage in 137 countries and regions. But if you just have a short weekend trip to Abidjan, Air Arlo has you covered too, because you can download an eSIM for the country only too.
Just download the Air Arlo app and get $3 off your first purchase here by using this QR code, my code JOSHC3,
or by using the link in the description box below, and never pay high roaming fees ever again. And guys, a beautiful good morning here from Tuvalu, and this is literally a dream come true. I am taking my morning run on an active runway. How amazing is that? The dream of every AF geek. Incredible. And it looks so nice, crisp and clean, and I bet I'm also the only ever human who took a morning run in Tuvalu on a runway wearing a Schalke jersey. Yeah, my boys in royal blue. I hope they see it. All right, but now let's run. And look at this, the two pigs crossing the runway. Why not? Now it's time for breakfast, and then let's explore the island. So I was just gonna take you guys for a little tour around the island, exploring, but since this is an aviation channel, and I just got to see that the police was preparing everything, put down those cones and like closing the runway, and I just heard the siren as well. Apparently there is a plane landing right now from Papua New Guinea, but now I have no idea what plane we get, which airline or whatever it is, but everyone is prepared. They're just doing a runway inspection, so I'm just as curious as you guys are. Show us. Can it fly? Fly. Throw it. 3, 2, 1, go. That was impressive. There's a plane coming, eh? So you can hear the siren for a second time. That means that the plane is about to touch down. No idea what plane it is. Nothing shows up on flight radar as well. How are you? I'm making a video. Do you want to be in the video?
Yes.
Say, please like and subscribe.
Subscribe.
Very good. Do you like airplanes? Yeah, it's so cool, right? I like it too. I love airplanes. I'm like a little kid.
I'm coming.
Yeah, there's an airplane coming now, right? Let's see. When did they do the runway? It looks pretty new, right?
Yeah, last year.
Last year?
This year, the beginning of this year.
Oh, right. Oh, they only finished the new runway this year. Yeah. Oh. Wow. How long did it take to finish it?
About 4 months or 5 months.
4 months?
So they make... Pibe, tapu. Pibe baru dua.
So the private jet that you just see right there, I think it's a Learjet if I'm not wrong, is picking up the Prime Minister to fly to the Solomon Island because there is a conference going on with all the head of states from the Pacific Islands, and this is his pickup.
Interesting story, the plane is provided by the US government to all Pacific leaders in order to fly around the region and to visit conferences. It's usually based in Fiji, and today it picked up the Prime Minister to fly him to a conference in Papua New Guinea.
And here I'm conveniently located between the airport, and in the back is the parliament. This is where the Prime Minister's office is. This is where all the government stuff is happening, and it's located just opposite the international airport where he just departed from. And another interesting fact, until recently, Tuvalu was a cash-only country society, and they just recently installed ATMs. So now you can withdraw money here at the airport. I think there's one more location on the island, but until recently, if you didn't bring enough cash, you were in big troubles. And right here is the only police station of Tuvalu. I wonder whether they have jails. Maybe I should go ask them. So right here is the Australian High Commission. A very interesting story, because the island is sinking and the people need to move somewhere. The Australian government offered refuge, like climate refugees pretty much, to the people of Tuvalu. And 80% of the people here have applied for permanent residence in Australia. And I know this is also very heartbreaking to a lot of you, but Tuvalu is not the least visited country on earth anymore. That title went to Somalia, but it's a great marketing branding slogan to have, which then created so much attention that all the big YouTubers from all around the world, they came here, whether it was Yes Theory or like I saw some Arab dude, they all come here, they make nice videos with a really catchy title saying I went to the least visited country on earth. But that created so much attraction that tourism here has increased dramatically. And what used to be one flight a week to Tuvalu is now 3 flights a week. 2 to Nadi and 1 to Suva. This is the plane that is actually arriving today. But from what I heard from officials here and others is that they want to keep the title because it's very catchy and it attracts a lot of people to come here, and that brings a lot more money, opportunities, wealth. So they secretly still are the least visited country on earth. But if you really want to go to the least visited country on earth, you must go to Mogadishu, Somalia. Good luck with that. So apparently this is the largest supermarket here in Tuvalu, so let's go check it out.
And this is what a supermarket in Tuvalu looks like from the inside. Most goods are imported from Australia, and it actually happens quite often that the island runs out of essential food items, as some locals told me.
Some things here are crazy expensive, such as this imported Atlantic salmon. $50. French fries, 2.5 kilograms, $15. It's quite expensive, if you ask me. As I walk here on the main street, literally every household has Starlink. So when you have Starlink, you put that receiver outside, because obviously it's a satellite connection, and everyone has one. It's on the rooftop or outside. So when it comes to connectivity, the place is pretty well connected, thanks to Elon Musk. And as you can see, in the evening hours, the runway is turning into a rugby field or volleyball, as you see over there. So a lot of social activities take place on the runway in the evening. Yeah, actually a good way to utilize the runway, because it actually occupies half of the town, you know? So the runway is where the humans entertain themselves. And this is Queen Elizabeth Park. And this is where the dogs hang out. Hey guys, so where I'm standing at right now, this is all reclaimed land. And so this is the lagoon. The harbor, the port is over there. This is one end of the island. And then the other is over there. So tomorrow I'm trying to get a scooter and going to take you from one end to the other. But the lagoon is fairly quiet tonight. And as you can see, Tuvalu is still one of the handful of countries that recognize Taiwan over China. Hence, also a lot of projects here on the island are funded by Taiwan. And here there's all new housing projects as well. Guys, beautiful good afternoon from the Island Explorer, Mr. Josh. I said today we're going to get a scooter and explore the island a little bit. And it wasn't even that easy to get your hands on a scooter. The one place I went through, they said they're out of them. So I went to the police station and I was like, hey guys, can you help me by any chance? Do you know anyone who's willing to borrow me a scooter for a couple of hours? And then, yeah, the police officer said, oh, just take my scooter, just bring it back before 5 p.m. So a huge shout out to the local police force here, your friend and supporter. So it's raining quite heavily, so seeking shelter for the moment. But yeah, especially at this part, the island is very thin. So it's literally just like 3 or 4 meters from the lagoon to the ocean. So it's like literally a strip where it accommodates that one main street. Guys, we're doing a cross-country challenge. Let me cross the country. I did it. I did it. I successfully crossed Tuvalu. Yeah. In the most extreme weather conditions possible. Now I'm officially the first aviation YouTuber to have crossed the nation of Tuvalu. Ah.
However, the weather got so bad that I needed to head back to the hotel. The weather is so bad that I had to abandon the mission, especially the winds, crosswinds, so like it was blowing me off the bike. So I just came back to the hotel. Gotta chill here for a little bit, and I have to return the scooter as well in like 2 hours to the police officer. So I hope it clears up a little bit.
Guys, a beautiful good morning from Tuvalu here on the runway. And after the rainy, stormy day that we had yesterday, I was worried that I might get stuck here because the flight might get cancelled because it was just too windy here. So I don't think a plane was able to land here. But today the sun is shining, plane is coming in 2 hours this direction, and then we're gonna fly back to Nadi, Fiji. And I still can't believe it that I'm recording this on an active runway. Look at this. All right, after 3 nights, it's time to check in for our Fiji Airways flight back to Nadi, this time in business class. Hi, how are you?
Your passport, please.
Yes.
Thank you.
On the bottom of the list.
Yeah.
I'm heartbroken now. All right. Thank you. Can I check it?
Yes.
Hey, how is it going? That's it.
Yep.
Alrighty. Thank you. So that was it. All checked in for my return flight to Nadi. There's a lot of older ladies sitting in front of the airport where you can buy some souvenirs like chains and stuff. But yeah, the plane is only landing in 1 hour, so I'm gonna go back to the hotel, have my lunch, and then we're gonna watch the ATR land.
It's amazing how much.
I think before I fly out, I want to just share one thing. And I hope it's okay to be honest. This island has made itself a name, mostly in the media, because of climate change. Because of the rising sea levels, this place will disappear. So they made it their slogan, you can see it everywhere. Everyone is very vocal about it. However, if they're so concerned about our planet and the nature, I don't understand how they treat the island so badly. There's rubbish everywhere, they litter everywhere. They don't seem really to care about that matter as such. So yeah, the topic of climate change is so easy to milk for the island that they get a lot of attention, a lot of fundings, a lot of visitors because of that, and it's a cash cow. That is definitely a fact as well. Of course, I understand their concerns, but this island doesn't seem to me that it's in immediate danger of rising sea levels. So yeah, I think they created, and me as a branding and marketing person, I think they created a great slogan, a great marketing campaign in order to bring more wealth to the island as well. And I think that should not be forgotten. I know it's a bit of a controversial take, but it's also the reality. So yeah, just wanted to get that off my chest as well. But yeah, you should come here and see what it looks like. Rubbish, trash everywhere. There is like the basics, the basics of like separating trash or doing something about it. They are not part of this community here. So yeah, maybe that's a good way to start, How cool is that? Never gets old. Still at the bottom.
Still the last one, eh?
The last one.
Okay, thank you, sir. Safe
Thank
flight.
you. Bye-bye. Thank you. All right, there we go. It's time to say goodbye to Tuvalu. Local standing here, saying goodbye to their relatives, and me going on this ATR plane now. Hey, how are you?
And we are back on board Fiji Airways and on one of their ATR planes, which is probably among the biggest that can land here in Tuvalu. The airline sent out an upgrade offer day prior to the flight, so I took advantage of that to show you whether it's really worth it or not.
Showing the emergency meters on board. This includes electronic
something that you don't get very often on an ATR is that they have a business class. Seat is pretty much the same. It's like kind of a Euro business class, but it has a curtain, and they serve a proper meal, a hot meal on this flight. And the upgrade was just $100. So yeah, I mean, I just realized that it's $100 meal. That's the only benefit, and a can of Coke that says bro.
The meal was pretty decent and the crew was very lovely throughout the flight. Is the upgrade really worth it though? It really depends, but I would probably say no. Since the door on the ATR plane is in the back as well, you are also the last to disembark the plane. I know a lot of business class travelers fly up front to be the first to get off the plane, and that's something you won't get on the ATR. Overall, given that there is no lounge in Tuvalu either, you don't really need to spend that kind of money.
Welcome back to Nadi. What a beautiful day. Wait. How are you doing? Nice to meet you. Good, good. Oh, thank you very much. Hello, how are you?
Bula Josh,
Thank
welcome
you.
home.
Oh, thank you, thank you. All right, beautiful. I'm in good hands. Bigger islands, yeah.
Right, that's good. Have a coconut.
Oh, nice. Thank you very much. Let me grab that. I love coconut. Beautiful, thank you. Lula. How are you? Thank you, thank you. My hands are full. Welcome home, Josh. Thank you very much. Go travel your way. Wow, that is nice. After 2 weeks of island hopping and staying at some very minimal places, very basic places. They were nice, very lovely, but I needed a place with hot water and proper duvets. That's the thing, when you're at the island hotels, they just give you a sheet. And it gets really cold in the night when you have the air conditioning running. But yeah, so if you come to Fiji, Nadi, stay at the wonderful Doubletree of Hilton here. It's very lovely. And the general manager is Sri Lankan. Me having lived in Sri Lanka for 3 years, I always appreciate Sri Lankan hospitality. And there we go. Nice. Can't wait for a good hot shower after 2 weeks. I mean, I had showers, but I didn't have a hot one. But as I said, this was my adventure to Tuvalu, the least visited country in the world, which is not the least visited country in the world anymore. And from all the islands, if I had to rank it, I would say Christmas Island #1. It really won my heart. Most beautiful place. Kiribati Tower was really nice as well. Marshall and Tuvalu, I don't know. I feel like they kind of fed up with all the visitors' attention and stuff. It didn't feel as personal anymore. Regardless, still a lovely place. Nice people. Aviation-wise, was pretty unique. That runway there, it was pretty special. But guys, this is it. Check out my Patreon for extra perks, such as joining my WhatsApp group, early access to my videos, behind the scenes, etc., etc. But yeah, thanks for being part of this trip to Tuvalu. And I am going to sleep now because I'm very tired. See you guys next week when I fly Air New Zealand to Auckland. Good night.